Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm Nitin. I'm the founder of LNS University and LSU India. You might have seen my friend and colleague Sail. You must be knowing him with the name Sail sir. He has done all this activity till now, the Startup Nation thing and all. So we started Startup Nation along with LNS University thing because initially when we were building this university in India, we faced few legal hurdles. So we shifted this project to Dubai, and along this journey, we saw there is an urgent need of educational change in the whole university level thing. So we started with this Startup Nation initiative just to create a platform for the startups, wherein startup will get all kinds of ecosystem things because startup can never be created individually just by one individual. It needs lots of things around it. Everybody thinks only the investment is what we require, but basically investment is one thing to do the startup. Most of the things we think startup needs, we are not aware of it at the university level. So we thought with the AI becoming prominent and the way it is changing the world in a country like India, because this thing started for the India initially, but now we are going international with the startup university in Dubai. We thought, okay, let's start something in India, and that's how the Startup Nation initiative started. Sensor is taking charge of it. So right now I'm here to introduce you myself and the whole Startup Nation thing in the future, how it will unfold. So we are making few changes into that. First of all, I'll introduce myself. I'm Nitin, the founder of LNS University and LSU India. Through this journey, we learned one thing. Every startup is based on a contrarian truth. Our university is based on one contrarian truth. That is, in the future, there will be no 9 to 5 jobs. You might be amazed by knowing in next 3 to 5 years, the whole job sector, the employment sector is going to change. The whole thing is going to change. In a country like India, when we started this problem, to solve this problem, we thought how we can provide jobs to this 65% of the youth. It is a big challenge. But when we saw this can be solved in a very easy way by the entrepreneurship, but there is no formal education system for the entrepreneurship. So we started this university project in India. We had to move out of India. But then, with the help of AIU, we are in connect with few hundred universities, and we thought let's start a platform where we can connect with all these universities and create some kind of awareness and educational program. And we started this startup olympiad wherein we are giving some lectures to you, some ecosystem connect, then some kind of investment in the future so that these startups can be groomed in a proper way. But while going through these things, we got very good partners in the form of universities, AIU, then the CSR funds. There are so many CSR which are interested to help students. So that's why we thought let's go and make it in a different way because there are so many stakeholders, everybody has their own opinions. So we thought there are few changes which are going to happen. First change, we are not going for the physical event. This is a big declaration from this platform. We are not going to create a physical event. Instead of that, we are going to create a show out of it. There will be a virtual event. We are taking this decision because of three reasons. First, the number of investment or the fellowships we are providing to 250 plus startups. These startups at the idea stage at the university level will use it, but there will be no substantial result in that form. So what we are doing, rather than giving some 2 lakh 5 lakh amount to individual startups at the university level, we are going to give 10 to 20 lakhs to each of the startups, the winning startups, I would say, the finalist startups. And we are going to give them the 6-month program. There will be nothing will be charged from them. They will be guided with all the mentor network which we got through this event. There are very really good incubation center network we have created, really good mentors who are the founders of different startups. They are also helping. Few CSR funds are coming to help. And CSR people are saying rather than spending money on a physical event, on the 3-day event, let's put that money into the students and their startups and groom them and create the result. And we are creating a startup show. We are going to call it Startup Nation Show. It will be like Shark Tank, but the philosophy will be different. Sharks are very aggressive. They are the investors. We are not the investors as such. We are creating an ecosystem. We feel one of my friend with whom I was doing some podcast, he introduced very good concept. He said rather than calling ourselves sharks, investors and people like us should call us dolphins. We need dolphins, not the sharks. So we are going to create that show wherein these mentors and our ecosystem will be dolphin for all those startups who are going to get 10 to 20 lakh of fellowship and a 6 month residential program without any cost, wherein they will get the complete grooming, in-house grooming, and their startups will be launched through that show so that they will get the marketing and the scale will happen. You might have seen people coming to the Shark Tank show and getting a good marketing and getting scale. So rather than spending thing into the physical event, we are putting that money into the more startups. One thing. Second, we are getting good response from outside India also. There are 30 plus countries who are interested to participate, but it is not practically possible for every one of them to travel to Pune or India and be a part of this. So rather than doing that, we are creating this virtual event and the virtual show wherein this whole purpose was to educate and create an awareness among the university students about the startups. So that 10, 20, 30 episodes of the Shark Tank kind of show, the startup show, will be more impactful rather than creating an event wherein very limited number of people will come. We will have all those speakers and everything will happen virtually, but we want to focus on those number of students, the good ideas, and we want to groom them and create a platform for them in the form of show so that they will get the fellowship for 6 months. They will be groomed for 6 months. They will present their ideas to the investors. They will get the investment. Their startups will be getting the marketing through that show. They will get the platform to scale. So this is what we are making a slight change in the format. And we feel whenever we do something, there has to have some kind of fruitful result from that rather than just giving 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh to students and letting them do something at their end at the university level. It will not create that impactful result. Rather than that, the CSR fund people, they told, Kinithan, just by spending some amount of money to make people travel to one place and putting that show of 3 days, a physical event will cost more. So rather than that, just put that amount of money into the student startup, give them the practical experience of those 6 months and create the substantial result so that that show will be run through all the universities, all university students can go through that. So the complete journey of a startup, how they are presenting the idea, how they are doing their 6 month journey, how they are creating their startups, how they are pitching to the investors, how they are getting the grants and the fellowships. The whole journey can be shown to the students at the university level. This is the sole purpose of this. So this event is going to be virtual, and after the event, the winning finalist will be putting their ideas in front of cameras to all of you, all the universities. But I think 150 plus universities are already onboarded. Few of them all have already started onboarding with the AIU. So this slowly, this is going to be big, and this project, the Startup Nation, has gone beyond India. Now 30 plus countries are part of it. So it becomes more practical for every one of them. And this way now, if you see, I was just roaming around Dubai and I was in Marina for some days back for an event. So while coming back, there was a huge traffic. And I started differentiating between the Indian infrastructure and the Dubai infrastructure. I saw a mindset which we have and Dubai people have, the difference between these two. Every startup should learn from that. In India, we call it jugaad. We have the jugaad mindset. But in startup, or what I observed in Dubai in all these years, they have the design thinking. So these kinds of things need some time and some kind of depth. So we want to give that time and depth to the students through this program of 6 months, wherein they are going to get some kind of mentorship, the investor pitch, the show to present their ideas, to market their ideas. Because you might have seen the Shark Tank show, wherein all these people, even if they don't get investment, they get recognized and their products get sold. So by creating that platform, we can just scale the startups rather than giving money to 250 or 300 startups. We are just putting that money into 50 or 60 startups very good finalist ideas, and let's create the successful startups out of it, rather than just creating one 3-day event. We are creating a moment through Startup Nation, and Startup Nation will be an online platform, a physical platform, both kind of thing. But physically, it will be very concentrated thing. It will be a 6 months program wherein every startup, the winning startup or the finalist startup, will come and stay there and learn with the masters, with the mentors. And through this event, the Startup Nation, we got very good CSR people, the investors, the university people, very good incubation centers onboarded. So to bring them together only for 3 days, it will become just an networking event. We don't want to create networking event. We just want that finalist and the good startups to get the complete guidance in those 6 months. So that's why this format has been a little bit changed. There's the whole event will is going virtual. Then there will be a 6 month program for the finalist startups and CSR people. Some of our funds we are using, and we want that to be used for actual real startups to get the scale through the show. So this is all from my side. If anybody have any questions, they can ask me. Yes, we can take the questions. You have typed the questions, I can read them and answer your questions. I will ask team to give me the questions. If there are any meaningful questions, I will start answering them. You can type your questions. I can read your comments. Yes, Binit Gupta. It is not just for the students, it is for the startup ecosystem. If you can see, we are not just building, we are just using university as a base, because that's where we all start our journeys. So it is not, somebody is asking, is it only for the university student? No, it is not. Yes, you can submit more ideas. Yes, Raji, someone is asking, can you submit more ideas? Yes, definitely you can submit more ideas. And now I think today the link has been opened where you can submit your pitch videos. But some of the pitch videos which you are creating are a bit small. So I would like you to focus on your problem and what are your solutions, and present it in a proper way, because investors are going to look into it. So be very professional. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is not a jugaad mindset. You have to design everything. You have to just go through your idea. You have to go to the YouTube or any Google or chat GPT, ask how the pitch has to be created. Our video reference videos have been provided to all the students. So go through that and create your videos, your pitch videos, and submit it to the platform. I think there are lots of questions, but very random questions are coming. I'm just modules, sir. I have completed modules. What do next? So pitch videos you have to submit now. If you have completed the modules, you have to submit your videos. The training, when will the training start? Training will be for that 6 month training will be only for the finalists whose ideas are getting selected for the final stage for the show. For them only that 6 month training is going to be conducted. Yes, you can submit ideas. Yes. Yes, Thivam. Submit your idea. Somebody is asking to submit. Yes, you can submit your pitch video. Somebody is saying my pitch video is ready. Okay, you have to submit it. That 6 month training program is online or offline? Yeah, it is going to be offline. Online, you will find everything online. Okay, you just go to the Y Combinator. Yeah, there are so many good platforms. You will find everything online. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just by creating a 3-day networking event or providing you 6 modules will not produce the results. We want a 6 months program and actually training you to pitch those ideas, because at the university level we don't have that kind of exposure, that kind of experience to work on our ideas. Okay, so during those 6 months you will get the trained and you will actually give the finishing touch to your presentations, your pitch, and you will present that thing to the judges, just like Shark Tank show. But it will not be called as a Shark Tank show. It will be format will must be like Shark Tank, but it will be like a dolphin. Sharks are there to invest. We are not there to get your equity or invest. We want that awareness to happen, add value to your ecosystem and your startup, and give you a platform to educate you. And most of the times people now, when we say we what we want, there must be some motive behind this. Yes, there is a motive. Most of the times we think ki startups are created to get money or to create money. Yes, that is the secondary purpose. The first purpose of every startup is to create value in the ecosystem. Once you create a value in the ecosystem, very first year or at the beginning, you are not going to create money. If you go through the Google's business plan, Facebook's business plan, if you see PayPal's business plan, they have business plans of 8 to 10 years or 15 years down the line. Amazon's business plan was like this: ki after 15 years, you will be profitable. So initially, you have to add value. So what we are trying to create before creating a university or going live with the university, we are just going and putting some value in the ecosystem and what we can do. So we can guide university students to create the startups and the what actually everybody asks me what problem you are trying to solve. In the AI age, I'll tell you the contrarian truth. Every startup is based on a contrarian truth. Google the meaning of contrarian truth. Contrarian truth means something you can see, you believe as a truth, but the whole world says no, it is not possible. This is not right. And that's when you start working on that idea. So, my contrarian truth or our university project contrarian truth is there will be no 9 to 5 jobs. You will be amazed to know there will be really no 9 to 5 jobs after 5 years. And these students who are right now getting into the job market, they feel they're not getting employment just because of there are no jobs, but actually the whole ecosystem is changing due to the AI. In next 3 to 5 years, whole ecosystem will change. So what is the solution? Solution is you will, but how the work will happen? Everybody will feel if there is no 9 to 5 job, how these companies are going to run? They will be run by the freelancers. You will be working in a company for 1 year, 2 year, or on the project basis, and you will be doing the startups. So majority of the projects in the future will be the startups. Your own ideas. Once you get that idea market ready, you will work on that. Before that, you will have the skill set and you'll help different startups and different companies to work out their things. So in the future, you have to have two things. You have to learn two things. That is the AI skill. AI agents are booming now. AI skill set. And second thing, the startup mindset. So I was just reading some quote to my team yesterday. The best definition of startup is whenever you are a startup, start small unless and until you find out a model which is repeatable and which is scalable. If your product is ready and it is repeatable now and scalable, then become the big. Initially when you are solving the problem, just be very small, keep your company, your structure, your team very small, and go on working on the problem. Once you find out okay, this is actually the idea now is working, then create a repeatable model, the system and team is ready, and then go big scale. So this is what we need to learn because the whole world is changing. When I started my job in 2014, I had never heard of the word startup. When I started teaching to my UPC kids, that's when I found out okay, everybody can't be a IAS IPS. Let's create something for these students. So we created a course, how to reach your creativity and build a business or profession around it. So we won a competition at IIT Mumbai, and then I got an idea that okay, this can be a business. So what I'm trying to tell you, just focus on your AI skills. And please, if you have any questions, put the questions. Somebody is asking team. No need, team need not to be from the same place. Somebody is asking if I put my idea, pitch video, that idea might be leaked or somebody will copy. In the startup ecosystem, what we call it, if somebody is saying that my idea will be copied, if I share that idea to an investor, to the pitch competition or somewhere, my idea will be copied. It is a characteristic of a first time founder. So There is no value of idea. There are lots of ideas in everybody's mind. You just ask every employee who is going on a job in the morning, every week he come up with an idea. But execution matters, because every startup, it needs 5 to 10 years of dedicated efforts to make it happen. So while submitting ideas, don't worry about that. You just submit your ideas. Everybody has their dreams. People are not even following their own dreams. Don't worry about somebody copying your dream and working on that. So don't worry about that. That is very wrong question to ask. Okay, initial stages. Can we submit more than one idea? Yes, you can submit more than one idea. Definitely you can. If you have more ideas, definitely you can submit. Somebody is asking 100 plus subscription show can impact for final stage. Yes, you have to submit the pitch video, and then you have to market it, or get more and more likes to it. The first stage will be decided on the how many likes you are getting. Then the investors are going to give the vote to your videos, pitch videos, and accordingly the finalist will be selected. Those finalists will be part of the show. So once the show is live now, rather than creating that 3 day event, why we are going for the show? Because show can be shown to the whole of the university, whole of the ecosystem. This will be both way, it will be helpful to educate and create awareness, and second, to give a market and the scale to the startups which are the finalists. Rather than just giving small amounts to 250 people, we are putting all the money into 50-60 startup, just for one reason, so that those 50-60 startup will be taken care properly. For them, a 6 month residential thing and the complete guidance can be provided. So once, yes, that will be offline training program. But once you win the competition, then it will be in Pune. Training location. Somebody is asking about the location. It will be in Pune. Yes. Where to find link of registration? You can just ask my team. You will find it. Otherwise, you might have already received it on the mail, but you can connect with the team. Yeah, you will get the certificate. Where will we get the certificate? You will definitely get the certificate. Yes, you can participate. Niti, somebody is asking at this stage, can I put my idea or pitch? Yes, you can submit your pitch. Till the 30th, I think that is the date. My team, Sahil sir and team will be in touch with you. You can ask all these questions to them also. Sir, where to submit the pitch video? You might have received the link to submit the video. It is on the Startup Nation actually. Yes, faculties can also participate. We have those categories: faculties, university alumni. So it is not just for the students. We are just using university as a platform. So the university alumni who have already passed out from some university, independently you can put pitch your ideas to the competition. Don't worry about that. Go on the Startup Nation website and you will find the link where to put the. I didn't receive any link. Hridesh. Okay, check it on the website. You can definitely find it. Can you explain about the offline training, sir? Yes, offline program will be a 6 months program. We normally called it AIC, Accelerator Investment and Consultancy Program. So I'll just explain it to you how it is going to happen. Once you are selected as a finalist, you'll stay in Pune every day from 9 to 6. You are going to work on your ideas. Every day, some mentor will come. They will give some guidance. There will be no regular theoretical lectures. There will be one or two lectures in the morning, in the evening. Those lectures will be conducted by the founders actually, who have built the companies or who are building the companies, struggling founders, successful founders. They will help you in your own startup. That will be kind of individualized guidance to work on your ideas. And in the daytime from 10 to 5, you will be actually working on your startups. It will be kind of a co-work space and cafe where you sit and you will work on your startup whole day for 6 months. There will be few lectures and guidance that will be personalized lectures. Those you will find your personal mentors. Those 6 months will be you building your startup, because having an idea and actually creating a startup is a big journey. And we mostly now in India, we don't have the ecosystem. What we are trying to create, startups don't need the education, they need the ecosystem. They need the right people at the right place to guide them, because in the initial stages we don't have a structure for the education of the startup. So what we are trying to create, we are trying to bring all the stakeholders of the startup ecosystem together. One institute where these people, that won't be an institute actually, that will be a cafe co-work where you go, you will get one or two lectures from the founders, you will be sitting there in the cafe or the co-work working on your startup ideas. Whenever you have any query, you will contact your mentors or the in-house mentors, and you will present these ideas to lots of investors, and you will be doing your market research, you will be getting all kinds of guidance. So in the name itself, it's AIC, accelerator, to accelerate your ideas. You have ideas, we are just not incubating your idea, you are accelerating idea, and we are taking help of all the domain specific incubation centers from India and abroad also. There are 30 plus countries who are interested. So of making this event virtual and creating a show just for that purpose, we can focus on the good ideas rather than giving some funds to the people sitting in some university corner, and they will be using, and with the 2 lakh 5 lakh nothing will happen, but with the 10 to 20 lakh of amount, you can spend that amount on your ideas in the initial stages. Against that fund, whatever you are going to get, we are not asking for any kind of equity. You don't need to give equity, because in India there is a culture of just, not even culture, that is a wrong culture, I would say, where people tell you, I will invest, I'll find you investors. They ask for unnecessary equities, and we just go into that rabbit hole, and there is no structured way. So we are just trying to create an ecosystem for all of you. Okay, perfectly said, Nitin sir. What he's asking, those comments are very. Sir, I have already submitted my school, but it is not visible yet. Okay, you just submit your ideas. But team will be in touch with you. Whatever you need. Do we have the any number, or if anyone can chat, we will put our email ID and the mobile number over there, so you can connect with the team. You'll get all the guidance from them. Sir, I'm a student of class 7 for the idea, and that great. And most of the time we feel ki school people can't create the idea. There are so many good ideas coming from the school people also, school students. So start working on that idea. Don't worry, you're a 7th standard student or 10th standard student, because in the future there will be only a skill set based job. That is, you will be doing some freelancers work, and once you have a business model created around your skill set, you will be a startup. But you need a startup mindset. What I always say, you don't need startup idea, you need a startup mindset. If you see, every idea, every founder has started with X idea, and they finalize or create their actual startup on some other idea, because during the journey you learn different things. We started with a UPSC class. I was a UPSC aspirant. Slowly we learned. We were in the student ecosystem. We learned, okay, this is the future. So let's focus on the startup. Initially, it was just a startup incubation center. Then we thought, why not a complete university project where people can come and get the UG PG degree of the 4 year, 3 year programs or 2 year programs. And rather than spending 4 year, 3 year into BCom, BSc, BTech, let's create that kind of university. So this whole idea change during the process. So whatever you are thinking is your idea right now, start working on that. In the long run, you will get that clarity key. Actually, what happens when you think from the outside, okay, this is the problem I'm solving, and when you go inside deeply into that problem, you will see there are a few new things you are getting a clarity about, and you will solve that according to your own realization of the journey. So slowly you will recognize what exactly you need. So there are lots of questions. We are putting the number and our mobile numbers and the email IDs, where there you can ask for all kinds of guidance. So we are already confirmed ki event dates are there. So event is going to be virtual, and from there the finalists are going to be part of a show, and they are going to get a 6 months program and a 10 to 20 lakh fellowship without any equity into it. They'll just get the guidance, and those successful stories will definitely inspire rest of the university students and the rest of the startup ecosystem. Thank you for your time. My time is over. My team has given me 30 minutes. Otherwise, आपके सहित सर बोलेंगे, सर आपने बहुत बड़ा प्रवचन दे दिया. They always be like that, keep it concise. So my time is over. 30 minutes are over now. So You can connect with my team, and best of luck to submit your ideas. How many ideas can we submit? Any number of ideas. Whatever number of ideas you have, you can submit. You can submit pitch videos. Don't worry about that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And be in touch with the team.